Back in 1954, a player ran 526 balls in a single session of straight pool, a record that would stand for 65 years. That man was none other than Willie Mosconi, a 15-time World Straight Pool champion and one of the most dominant forces the game has ever seen. But in 2019, history was rewritten. After months of grueling practice and countless attempts, one player finally surpassed that legendary mark. He ran 626 balls, and the entire run was caught on camera. That player? John Schmidt, known today as Mr. 600.
To me, it was like winning a major title. I've won some major titles, and they're great, but hardly anybody can name my major title. They all know I ran 526 or broke that record, so...
And in this video, we're about to see him go head-to-head with a legend of a different kind, a man known for his creativity, precision, and unshakable calm under pressure. The great Efren Bata Reyes, the magician himself. So, please like this video now, and let's dive into this epic clash between two titans of the game.
Schmidt.
But for years I've been saying I'd like to try to break the record. I never said I think I can, you know, because that comes off as too arrogant or whatever.
I'd like to call Efren a veteran, but I'm way older than him because he's young actually to me.
Pool fans, this is the 2005 US Open 9-Ball Championship. Efren Reyes of the Philippines versus John Schmidt of the United States. This match is a race to 11. The prize pool for this prestigious tournament is $200,000 US, with $40,000 to be awarded to the champion. John Schmidt makes a good safety play on the one ball here.
Show that straight shooter, but he has picked up some finesse to go along with his straight shooting. And of course, Efren is the master of the kick safe. You know how this all came about?
But with a controlled kick shot, Efren managed to return a safety of his own.
They call him the magician just because of the traps that he can get out of.
This match took place at the Chesapeake Conference Center in Virginia, United States.
See what he did there? See the cue ball control? He hit the rail and he had reverse, so the ball came straight. Way a lot of the table. He's going to kick two rails and whack it.
Thank you.
Man, we're sparring right here. Look at this kick. He returned the favor. Yeah, this is some
Both players are executing strong tactical shots, but watch what Efren does here.
Come to watch That was one of the times. You see what he did there? The other shots he would clean kick safe.
But with a precise one-rail kick, Efren was able to hit the one ball and bank it into the corner pocket. With shots like these, it's no wonder he's called the magician.
Got to just jump over the edge of the six here to go at this too. This is one that if he manufactures a win,
and now Efren Reyes has won the tactical battle and will now have an open layout.
Pocket. See it just at the right edge of your picture there. We'll go in that side pocket where you shoot six now. Yeah, and look at the angle.
In this year, Efren Reyes won both the 2005 Derby City Classic 9-ball and 1-pocket events, which shows that he's been playing amazingly well throughout the season. And the magician sets the stage, drawing first blood.
Third round action. Both of these players in the winner's bracket have won their first two opening matches here in the 30th Annual U.S. Open Championships. 2 breaks,
And we've yet to see a ball pocket.
We proceed to rack 2 with Efren with a dry break.
Three balls on the break. I like to tell you beginners that's his best. Yours and your opponent. If he has success, don't be stubborn. Follow his lead.
John Schmidt makes a terrible push-out
just
shot
trying to
in
roll
this
that cue
situation.
ball. And I think he may have let him have a look at this one ball.
He
This
has
is very
misjudged the
close.
speed and has given an open shot for Efren.
Oh, he has it. I'm sure he kick, I believe. Hell, he let him have it straight in. But what he was trying to do, like you have to do with good players, to shoot.
With careless mistakes like that, Efren will surely make you pay.
Mistake from John Schmidt.
Yeah, a rare.
And dig himself a deficit.
Well, I'll tell you, I played Efren many times, and he is a tough guy to beat. He will protect that lead. You know, he's not going to make any mental mistakes.
John Schmidt knows he had made a big mistake, but he has to stay focused and maintain a positive mindset.
I think he was trying to push for the kick, don't you?
He had to be, because where he was pushing to, he had to
Wait
be
a
using
minute.
the 3 as cover. Well, that's a little closer to his work than he
Yeah.
would have liked, but
Yeah,
he's still in line.
Stopped perfectly. But, you know, if you go another inch, it becomes...
Got a feeling that a very well and renowned cue maker from the Philippines, Ronnie Powell, has made this cue for him. And this 9 to take a 2-0 lead, and there you go, Reyes 2-0 in front of John Schmidt.
Efren gets off to a strong start, leading by 2
Ideal
racks.
world, leave himself nice on the 1.
Here we go in rack 6. John Schmidt has played well in the previous racks, and he now trails by 3 racks to 2.
Well, looks like, isn't it, Jim? Oh, another rare miss. But you notice how he followed through, let go of the break?
It was a dry break from Schmidt, but a very uncharacteristic miss on the open 1 ball for
He
Efren.
probably hasn't spent a lot of time with. Fellow that makes cues for cue perfect.
Rare miss. I didn't expect him to miss there. Of course, John thinks Miss is an unmarried girl's first name. Yes, it does.
This is a huge opportunity for Mr. 600 to even the match and put more pressure on Efren.
The ball with high
Over the side pocket, so he's got to clear that 8. And he looks to have done that.
through the window there.
These are the type of racks too with a player like Reyes. I mean,
If Efren makes a mistake, make sure to take advantage, as opportunities like this don't come around
But
too
John will
often.
take advantage. He's really a hard competitor. Just
a lot like a golfer that may be disturbed.
And John Schmidt is doing exactly that at this point, capitalizing on the opportunity.
So the first 6 racks have been split here in Chesapeake.
Nice.
3-3, John Schmidt breaks off in rack number 8, but he found a little success there, and he's got to look at the 1.
Here we are in rack 8 and the tide has turned.
That's the freaky thing about the break. You can go and not make a ball on the break, and then all of a sudden you make 3.
John Schmidt now leads 4
that was a
racks
great
to
shot.
3.
Got that cue ball back to the middle of
You want to get close to the 6. Pretty good. Yeah, he got through the shaky parts. He made a ball or 2 or 3 on the break.
2 years before this match, Schmidt won the 2003 Legends of Straight Pool Championship, taking home the first prize.
Once you control the cue ball.
down it goes. John Schmidt, the legend.
And the American player with a smooth break and ran out.
Schmidt breaks off. Rack number 9. Back to form.
Yeah, you see what I
Let's
mean?
proceed to rack 9. John Schmidt is leading 5-3.
John was hitting balls prior to this match.
But he
as
comes up
Efren
dry
was,
on the break.
And quick to say that these but I think the humidity, it's been very humid here in Chesapeake all week. It rained heavily last night, thunderstorms, and lights here, Danny. I think that this table is considerably drier.
Did you know that weather, especially humidity, affects pool tables? by slowing the cloth down and dampening the rails, causing the balls to roll slower and rebound less sharply.
That one didn't hit a rail. Dead center.
Moisture can also lead to unexpected kicks or skids.
Already made the 8 in a combination shot to the...
Don't say that.
Players need to adjust
Quick
by
hit.
hitting
Everybody
with more
ran
power,
outside, and when
planning
Ronnie
tighter
came back
position
in to
play,
shoot, he had
and
a
being
dead ball.
cautious with spin and speed control.
9 down, and Reyes does indeed pull one back.
That's why his bank manager likes it.
The 5-4 here against Don Schmidt. Three down into the bottom corner.
Here we go in rack 12. Efren trails 5 racks to 6.
There's
Watching from
very
the
good
sidelines are
friends
some
on the left.
high-ranking
Nick
players
Varner, champion up against
and former US Open champions including Nick Varner, Johnny Archer, and of course Earl Strickland.
Notice the judgment call there? He could have flew around trying to cut one in, but position was so tough, he's going to make right decisions. Trying to figure it out now for 20 years. Where did he learn all this stuff? They had to have a player in the Philippines. Bad kick.
Yeah, Reyes has bought himself ball in hand.
And with a well-played safety, Efren earns ball in hand
His strategy worked perfectly.
and will now try to run out this layout.
Not going inside. Well, he didn't gamble on the side. He hit more center ball. Just a little draw straight back.
Unlike many American players who often train under formal coaches, most Filipino pool players grow up without structured coaching. Instead, they develop their skills through intuition, observation,
Couple
and countless
unforced
hours of
errors.
practice
Saw Reyes back to
in
his
local
chair.
pool halls.
Schmidt has played virtually perfect pool. He's only really missed.
Good luck.
Make the 7, go to the 8 for an easy.
In the Philippines, the pool culture is deeply ingrained in everyday life. Young players often learn by watching veterans, challenging anyone willing to play, and adapting quickly to different
Not afraid
table
to travel with
conditions.
that cue ball.
Once again, it's like I said, he'd rather shoot hard and have accuracy.
This environment breeds creativity, strong instincts, and a natural feel for the game. Traits that legends like Efren Reyes has become known for.
Table gave him the 9. Reyes back on song here in Chesapeake, 6-6.
And with great determination, Efren evens the match at 6 racks apiece.
Rack number 14, 7-6 for Reyes.
He made a ball.
Stay with me, pool players, as we dive deep into rack 14.
If he makes this, and this game looks like there's no problems.
Efren has regained the lead by 7 racks to 6.
He's fine.
Not really the sort of position you want to be in when you've got to depend on an
Ooh,
error
look
from a
at
player
this.
like Reyes.
And with a solid break here,
Might be point.
Efren is set for another
No, he went
run
really
out.
forward with that soft stroke, because the softer you shoot, knowledge, speeds.
And also the bigger you make the pocket. Look
Right.
out, look out!
Oh, he went in.
Oh my goodness.
He trickled in.
He can't believe that.
But just as things were going well for Efren,
Like I said earlier,
he unexpectedly scratched here.
almost in this case, getting to sleep in the streets.
A huge window of opportunity now opens for John Schmidt.
But like you, I think you should just draw to the side cushion.
That's what he did.
The unpredictability of a 9-ball game keeps both players and fans on edge, as one small mistake can quickly change the momentum.
Long straight ball.
Even the most skilled players are at the mercy of the balls, with each shot having the potential to turn the tide of the match.
In off into the side pocket.
400. That's what it is when you hit over, when you shoot over 900.
Stay with me, billiard fans, as we dive deep into rack
Down on the
17.
break. Dry again for Reyes. Just when he thought it was safe to go back into the water.
The score is tied at 8
If it
apiece.
doesn't go, he is snooker guy. But he's not thinking of that. What he did was hit that ball.
All about just controlling that cue ball. getting it into the intended area.
Schmidt is in trouble here as he landed on an awkward angle on the 3 ball.
From the 3 to the 4.
Let's see how he handles this crucial
Well, you
moment.
know what? He's going to try and bank this. It's a free shot. If he misses it, he's hoping.
A little wide, but it was good thinking.
Sure, he was hoping to possibly use the 8 and the 9 as blockers, but even that.
Schmidt went for the bank but missed the mark.
Shooting it at all. Oh, how about that? It made it look easy. So all that talk was nothing.
You know, I was about to say that you never get a rush of Preety. Down right beside the main table, as we see Reyes missed the 4 by some margin.
And he jumped up on the stroke. Speed, was tougher.
But unexpectedly, Efren made a big miss on the 4 ball.
4 stairs, but Schmidt has punished every one of them, Danny. And I
This
think
could
for
be a
me,
major
that's been
turning point if
characteristic of
John
the match.
can run out from
That's
here.
what you have to do to win. Take advantage of your opponent when he does make him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He had to... didn't stay down with it either.
But
Oh,
a
he's gonna
miserable
wish he
miss
had
on a
that
straight-in
one down.
shot from the American player.
Oh, you don't
John
wanna
walks
be
away
near
in
the
clear
wire.
despair and disappointment after that costly mistake on the 7 ball.
You just know that Reyes getting away with the mistake on the 4. 9 secured. Reyes 9-8 in front.
Efren got away with his miss on the 4 ball, and this could give his confidence a much needed boost as the match heads towards its final stretch.
2 away from the finish line. And the 9! Look at this. Punishing. 9 straight into the corner pocket.
And what an incredible golden break from the Magician. It was a powerful shot, and the 6 ball kicked the 9 straight into the corner pocket. What a way to put Efren himself on the heel.
Repeat of the last one with the 9 flying into the top corner.
Oh, no. This is amazing. This is amazing.
In rack 19, Efren made a huge mistake, trying to power the break for another golden shot. He lost control and scratched off the table.
John just wiping the cue ball off.
This might be Schmidt's final chance to get back into the match.
I mean, it gives him a chance to gather it.
You contact that object ball at that point. You may miss because of that. So
Jason Shaw broke John Schmidt's record in 2022.
This is it.
Choices here. I don't think he has to travel too far with that cue ball.
No.
Just keep it at
By running 714 balls in a single straight pool session,
It's good on this shot. I don't know if he's going. He went 2 rails like
he
said,
achieved
but he
the
caught
feat
the point.
during a
Now he's in
high-focus,
trouble.
closed-door
He's
attempt,
shaky.
surpassing
He's
Schmidt's
shaky. That was a terrible
626
shot.
and setting a new
That was
benchmark
really-
in the
he's
sport.
going to try to draw it back a little bit and shoot the 6 in the side. And he couldn't get the draw because, like I said, you're near that rail. You can't hit that.
But here,
cue
Mr.
ball
600 is
everywhere.
once again
He
in a
didn't hit
big
it
trouble after landing in a tough position.
Soft it in the side, hit the 8 on the nose. That's what he did, but he missed the ball.
John knows.
And he paid the full price for that poor position
Could
on
be
the
last
5
shot
ball.
he's played in the match.
He knows he's lost the match with that
He made a
mistake,
bad shot on that
as Efren will now fully capitalize on this opportunity.
Always going to be a problem from the 5 to the 6, and I don't think Reyes is going to let him back to the table again.
on the loser side because you'd have to win about. Very interesting, and again, that suspense element that when a player looked like he's getting out and he doesn't, it's like a little bit of a shock. Imagine how the player feels.
And this 9 to close things out. And there you have it. The Magician through to round 4, an 11-8 win over John Schmidt.
And in the end, Efren Reyes has won this epic clash against Mr. 600, John Schmidt, with a final score of 11-8. Despite John Schmidt's strong play throughout the match, Efren's experience and position proved too much to overcome. This was truly a battle of champions, and Efren once again showed why he is called the Magician. It was an unforgettable display of skill, determination, and heart from both players. If you love Efren, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching, pool fans, and God bless everyone.